9 years?
Yes, and 2 months.
2 months, 9 years, 2 months.
Yeah.
That's quite a...
Before 5 years, they want to remove me to another country. And they asked me if I like to remove. I told them, no, I want to continue in Ghana here because I like the country and like the people of Ghana. Because all the people in Ghana has the culture of the peace.
Okay.
And this is, you cannot find it in a lot of country.
Okay.
So I'm feeling comfortable. My family was with me and they are feeling comfortable in this beautiful country and the beautiful people.
You said we have a culture of peace.
Yes, please. So when I visit Sunyani, Bricom, Moa, Volta region, sometimes I leave the embassy at 2 morning. I'm not scared or afraid from anything.
Okay.
It's very, very peaceful country. And the people working hard to help their families and take care about themselves and their families. And the Ghanaians people don't like the fight and don't like anything not good. So I like this from the Ghanaian people. I like it so much.
So this is, in political terms, if we're doing terms in office, this is your second term?
Yes, please. And I will continue. I pray to continue here a lot of years too.
Why is Ghana so, aside the culture of the peace, why is Ghana so important to you? Because you are representing the people of Palestine and there's a constant struggle there. Why is Ghana such an important place?
You know, I spent all 45 years in my life in Gaza.
Okay.
I'm from Gaza.
You spent 45 years in Gaza?
Yes, my family there.
Okay.
You know, and
you have
my
family
friends,
in Gaza
yes,
as we speak?
my friends. I know all the people there. I know all the streets, all the buildings. And I spent 45 years in Gaza. Then I went to start my work in Yemen.
Okay.
In Gaza, there is conflict. And in Yemen, there was conflict too. So when I arrived to Ghana, and this peaceful country, I'm feeling very happy, me and my family. You cannot imagine. The second day of my arrival to Ghana, I went with my family to walk on the street.
Okay.
We want to see the people. And when I travel to the far places like Sunyani, Bricom, Moa, Volta region, Tamale, Takoradi, I travel with my car. I don't like to fly because I want to see the country. I'm feeling happy when I see the country. So this country is beautiful, and the Ghanaian people should take care about their country and the peaceful culture. They should take care about it. Look to the countries which have fighting and the people kill each other. So all the Ghanaian people should take care about themselves and their country, and they should love their country more and more and more.
Well, then let me come to what happened yesterday. I'm wondering how you felt seeing Ghanaians turn up on the streets.
Yeah.
To protest in solidarity with your people. How does that feel to you?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for Ghana for its big support to Palestine and the Palestinian people. Yesterday happened not only in Ghana here, in all the world. There is very big demonstration support to my people, to my children, to our women. Because, you know, since the 7th of October, the Israel has killed more than 9,000 from my people to now, and most of them was children, more than 4,200 children, more than 1,800 women, and they destroyed more than 200,000 housing. They killed more than maybe 300 families from the father to the children. And when you're watching the news on the TV, you are feeling very sad about what's happening in Gaza and in the West Bank too. Yesterday in the West Bank, they killed 9 from my people too. So I think some of the Ghanaian people, a lot of the Ghanaian people start to feeling very angry, and they like to go to the street. And they organize it, the solidarity campaign with the Palestinian people. Kusabrat, he organized it. And there is thousands of people on the street shouting free, free Palestine. They want to see Palestine free. They want to feel the Palestinian people feeling with the freedom, feeling with their dignity. They don't want anyone to control their life. So the demonstration, I'm feeling happy when I watched on the news yesterday.
You said you spent 45 years in Gaza.
Yeah.
Before you left for Yemen, and now you're in Ghana.
Yeah.
Now, give us an idea, because the description of Gaza said it's the biggest open prison.
That's right.
in the world.
That's right.
How long has that situation been? Because has that been for all 45 years of your life, or when did that start?
Listen to me. First of all, Accra big more than Gaza. You know, Ghana 36,000 kilometers. This is Gaza. Gaza is a small place, and so Israel blocked Gaza 16 years now.
Okay.
16 years before this conflict start in Gaza, and Gaza. Israel control everything in Gaza, control the water, control the light. Because when the war start, they off the water, they block the water, cut the water to the people, and off the light. They control everything. They control the smile of our children in the morning.
The smile
of our children. When they killed your neighbors, in the morning you will not wake up happy. You will be very sad. So they try to control our life in the night and on the day. And Israel attacked Gaza a lot of times. In 2008, they attacked Gaza and they killed more than 2,650 from my people. And 500 of them was children. In 2012, they attacked Gaza again and they killed more than 700 from my people. In 2012, they attacked Gaza again. In 2014, they attacked Gaza again and they killed more than 2,000 from my people. Most of them was children. In 2021, they attacked Gaza again and they killed more than 1,000 from my people. So this conflict should stop. And this conflict will not stop without the Israeli occupation leave our lands, which occupied in 1967 according to the international law. My people want to feeling with the freedom. My people don't like anyone to control their life. If Israel did not leave our lands, which occupied in 1967, according to the international law, this conflict will continue. And my people will continue their struggle against the Israeli occupation. You are Ghanaian. If you're hearing that there is someone want to like to occupy your country, what you will do? You are a journalist. You will leave the studio and go to fight about your country and your people. So the Palestinian people fight about themselves, fight about their lands, and defense about their lands, defense about their people, and they will continue to defense about themselves. We don't have any way. We will not leave our lands. The Israelis want to transfer us in 1948 and transfer the Palestinian people in 1967, and they want now to transfer my people to Egypt or to another country. But believe me, my people will not live this time, these days. They will not leave their housing. If Israel bombing every day, and they bombing yesterday from evening to the morning today, and they killed more than 600 from my people, the people will not leave. The people will stay there on their lands. They should start looking for solution. They should start looking for solution. You know, we signed with them agreement in 1993. Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Israel, signed it, and our former President Yasser Arafat signed this agreement. They call it Oslo Agreement, right? Look what's happened after we signed this agreement. Look what's happened. Look the difference between the Palestinians and the Israelis. All the Palestinian people start to organize very big demonstration support to this agreement and go to the streets with very big demonstration. I was in Gaza at that time. On the other side, plenty from the Israelis start to organize very big demonstration against the agreement. And some of the Israeli leaders talk very bad against their Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who signed this agreement. And what's happened after that? One from the Israelis, his name is Yigal Amir. He shot the Prime Minister of Israel, Yitzhak Rabin, and he killed him. After he killed Yitzhak Rabin, they killed the peace process between the Palestinians and the Israelis. According to this agreement, Israel should leave our lands, which occupied in 1967, after 5 years. And there will be Palestinian state living near Israel state. Two people and two countries living in peace in this area, and there will be peace in the Middle East.
Okay. Well, so you're saying, and if I get you right, you're saying unless the occupation stops, the lands that are currently occupied by Israel, if they do not release those lands to you, there'll be no peace.
There is no peace in Palestine without Israel leaving our lands.
Okay.
Listen to me. This conflict did not start on the 7th of October. And this conflict not between Hamas and Israel. This conflict between all the Palestinian people and Israel.
Okay.
Israel started to occupy my people in 1967 and occupied all Palestine. Not only Palestine. I want all that people to know how those people think. They occupied Sinai, the Egyptian land. Sinai. They occupied the Golan, Syrian land. And to now they occupied the Golan. You see? And they occupied on that time East Jerusalem, the capital city of the Palestinian people, according to international law. You see? Egypt started war against the Israelis in 1973, and they freed their lands after they killing more than 10,000 from the Israeli soldiers in Sinai, and bombing the tank of the Israelis and the warplane for the Israelis. Okay. If Israel want to looking for peace, and Palestinian people looking for peace, and all the Arab countries looking for peace, this peace will no peace in this area without the Israelis leaving our lands which occupied in 1967. You know how an international law we have. According to the decision 242 and 338, the land which occupied in 1967, including East Jerusalem, is Palestinian lands. So, let's living in peace. Leave our land. Leave our land. Why they are stealing every morning from our lands? Why? And building of illegal settlement according to the international, against the international law. Why?
Even up till now.
To now.
You're still losing.
Yes,
you're still taking your land.
stealing from our lands. Why? And you know, they're stealing the lands between our villages and our cities. They don't want Palestinian people to live in peace on their lands. They occupied my country, and they try to do our life very difficult because they want the Palestinian people to leave their housing and leave their lands out and go to outside Palestine. They want to take all our lands. Because of that, some of their leaders, when they go to some places, they want to show the world the map of Israel. They did not show them Palestine. They show them only Israel. There is no Palestine in their mind. For them, we are not human. We are not people. And the Minister of the Defense of Israel said, for them, we are animals. I'm Muslim. My religion, don't ask me to hate anyone because of his religion. Our problem, our conflict, not with the Jewish, not with the Israelis. You know, there is more than 100,000. Sorry, Jewish from America. They support Palestine. They don't support Israel. And some of the Ghanaian people think this conflict between the Muslims and the Christian. No, the Israelis, first of all, they are not a Christian. They are Jewish. Number two, look what's happening in Gaza. You know the hospital Israel bombed it, right? Mamadani Hospital. Yeah. This hospital built before 148 years, before the establishment of Israel. And this hospital is a Christian hospital. And near this hospital there is a church. Israel bombed the hospital. They called the people, leave your house, leave your house, leave your house on the phone. When the people leave their house, where they will go? Some of them go to the hospitals. Some of them go to the church. Some of them go to the mosques, and some of them go to the schools. Since the last 28 days, Israel bombing church, hospitals, schools, and mosques. Where the people will go? You ask them first to leave their housing. When they leave their housing, you bomb them in the hospital or in the church or in the schools. Why? Why? You know, I'm not talking about the number. When I talk 4,000 children, 4,200, I'm not talking about the numbers. Every children from these children, every one of them, they have a story. He have mom, he have sisters, he have family. What his family will feeling when they losing the father or the mother? How they will continue their life? The children. When they kill their children, how his sister will feeling after that? And his mom. And his father. I'm not talking about numbers only. We are human. We want to live in our dignity. We want to feeling we are like all the people in this world, living in peace with all the world. Because of that, yesterday in Ghana here, there's thousands of people go to the street. Because the people start to understand, not only in Ghana, in all the world, this world should stop. Stop. Stop and go to sit with the Palestinian people on the table and looking for a solution for this conflict. Stop. They should stop. Stop killing. Stop stealing from our lands. Stop arresting my people every day. Every day on the night they are going to the housing and arrest my people. More than 7,000 people Israel arrested them since the last a few years. Why? Why?
The key issue is, and this is what they have been saying consistently ever since they started the current offensive in Gaza. They are saying the target is not really the Palestinian people. It is Hamas that they are going after. What do you think about it?
I told you the conflict not between Hamas and Israel. Believe me. Well, then, listen to me. Israel killed 4,200 children, right? These children attacked Israel with rockets.
No.
These children entered the border and killed the Israeli soldiers inside Israel. More than 1,800 women. These women attacked Israel with the rockets. The Israelis should understand, open their mind and understand, start to understand. Their conflict not with Hamas, not with... Okay, their problem, the conflict with Hamas, they said, okay, what's about the West Bank? In the West Bank, FATAH movement there, not Hamas. Okay, our president there. What they give our president? Nothing. They killed my people. Since the 7th of October to now, they killed more than 200 people in the West Bank.
The West Bank too.
Just yesterday evening to now, they killed 9 in the West Bank, not in Gaza. Why? Why the settlers open the door of the settlement and go outside, and the Israeli soldiers around them, and they go to our villages to attack my people, attacked our children, attacked our women, stealing our lands. And when the Palestinian people start to take stone to defense about themselves, stone, the Israeli soldiers come and arrest them. What we can call this? What we can call this? Tell me.
So you don't see a war between Israel and Hamas, but a war between Palestine.
But the Palestinian, not with the Palestinian people and the Israelis, you know, between the Palestinian people and the occupier. The Israelis who's occupied my country and my people.
But where's the difference? Because you're saying not between the Palestinian people and the Israeli people, but the occupier. What's the difference between the two?
Some from the Israelis don't support the Israelis who's occupied my country. Some of them support the two-state solution. But there's plenty from the Israelis don't support Israel. They are Israelis, have the Israeli passport. One of them, you know, he is member of the FATAH movement in Palestine, and he visited Ghana here. His name is Ori Davis. He don't support Israel. He is Israeli, but he don't support Israel. So the conflict between the Palestinian people and the Israelis who's occupied my people and occupied my country, and ask the settlers every day to stealing from our lands. And sometimes they come to your house and ask you to leave, and then they take your house and go to the street, you and your family, and your father and your mother. Go to the street. Why?
Currently, which settlements are Palestinians living in?
We don't have settlement. We have camps, you know. After 1967,
So
after
West Bank, Gaza are camps.
yeah, most of them there's some cities and some camps.
Okay.
You know, we have big cities. Gaza is city. All Gaza is city.
Okay.
So you see, most of Gaza areas, the camps, the UN built it after 1967 when Israel brought the people from their lands, and we went to Gaza. The UN built small rooms to the Palestinian people, and start to give them the food. We don't have anything. I remember I was a children, you know, but I remember to now. I'm going in the early morning to restaurant for the UN, and they give us milk. And then when I back from my school, they give us card. I go with this card to the restaurant of the UN, and I eat my lunch, and then I back home. So the side which take care about the Palestinian people, the UN on that time for a lot of years. And this is the time to thank the General Secretary of the UN and all the people who's working in the UN about their helping and support to the Palestinian people. And now the UN start to give the Palestinian people the helping which enter from Egypt. And Israel don't allow to the medicine to enter to the people in Gaza. The medicine, you see, the food. They cut the light from the beginning of the conflict. They don't light. There is no light.
And I'm wondering why.
And they cut the water.
And that is the point I want. How did Israel, another country, come to control your utilities, water, light, and even food?
Occupation. Occupied country. They occupied my people, occupied the land. They occupied the land. They control everything. They can come to your house in the evening and arrest you. Nobody will ask them why.
An Israeli soldier can move into Gaza and pick you up.
Listen to me. They left Gaza in 2006.
Yes.
They left Gaza, okay? And take some, there is some small settlement. They remove it and they take it and they left Gaza. But not because they want the people in Gaza to living in peace. On that time. Mm-hmm. They want the Palestinian people to separate Gaza alone and the West Bank alone. You understand? Hamas in Gaza and FATAH in the West Bank.
Okay.
They are nothing. They don't leave Gaza because they want the best to the Palestinian people. They want to separate us. You understand? And in the same time, they put us in some place, dirty place, and they want only our head to be up. You see? Mm-hmm. They want to control everything in our life. And this is not good. If they continue like this, then this conflict will continue for a long time, very long time.
And having come from Gaza, and I guess you are are you able to speak to, because I understand communication is also a problem, get in touch with your family members to understand what the situation is now?
I talk with some of them, but not plenty. And sometimes I cannot talk because they cut. I cannot talk to them. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I cannot talk. It's okay. It's okay. My people looking for freedom, and this is occupation. This is the worst occupation in the history, according to the Amnesty reports, not Palestinian organization, international organization. According to Amnesty report, Israel is apartheid country. Apartheid country. They did do everything to make our life very difficult. Anything make the Palestinian people sad, make our life very difficult. They do it against the Palestinian people. What they want? What they want to do more? What they want to do more? I cannot understand. They want peace. They think if they sign some agreement with some of the Arab countries, Israel will living in peace. Their conflict not with this country. These countries, their conflict with the Palestinian people. Go and sit with the Palestinian people. They should come and sit with the Palestinian people. Our leaders looking for peace. Come, sit with our president and sign agreement. Your people here and my people here. Your children here, my children here. Let's living in peace. My people looking for peace. My people like the Ghanaian people here. The same. We like to living in peace in our lands. We don't like to wake up in the morning and see the Israeli soldiers on our streets and the settlers on our streets in our village or our cities. Why? So leave our land.
You haven't had a peace process, a sit-down talk with the Israelis for so long, where you're discussing, your leaders sit and their leaders together are discussing how to solve this problem. After Oslo, that's it.
After Oslo agreement, after the Israelis killed their prime minister, Yitzhak Rabin, the peace process killed. They killed the peace process in that time. And all the world support the two-state solution. Okay. Biden, the president of America, he said before a few days, the only solution for this conflict, the two-state solution, right? Okay, you recognized with Israel. Why he did not recognize with Palestine? You see? Okay. So some of the countries talk about the two-state solution, but they don't support it strongly. You understand? So if we want to see the peace in the Middle East between the Palestinians and the Israelis, there is no solution. The only solution only to sit on the table and talk. They should sit on the table. After they killed Yitzhak Rabin, the right of Israel lead the country. And they don't believe with our history, they don't believe with our geography, we don't believe with anything. So my people suffering too much under this worst occupation in the history. This very, very bad situation.
I heard you say it's okay. If that's what it takes, if that's what the kind of struggle that it will take for your people to be free, it's okay. It doesn't look like there's an end in sight. How can this be solved? Because even with the UN, they are still struggling to agree on the way forward. Because when you bring something, you either have the America opposing, or there's some disagreement even at the UN level. Have you been happy with the response of the Security Council to this current conflict?
The Security Council and the UN and some of the European Union and the African Union, all of them asked to stop this war. Number one. Number two, listen to me, my brother, listen to me. If we want to live in peace in this world, we should understand that we are human. All of us. Now me, if my mom born me here in Ghana,
Okay.
I will be Ghanaian, right?
Yes.
I am Muslim. If my mom was a Christian and she born me, I will be Christian, right?
Yes.
So we are human. We have this one color for our blood. One color. The blood of all of us is red. You know, I hear someone in one of the radio station. He talk. I was in my car, driving my car. He referred one Israeli life. More than 200 Palestinians killed. And he see it's better for him to see one Israeli life, and better for him it is better than 200 Palestinians killed. Why? Why? Is there any religion ask you to prefer yourself and show yourself better than the others people? Is there any religion? Me, I am Muslim, but I believe with all the messengers. All of them. I believe with the Jesus, I believe with Moses, I believe with all of them. Because God sent to them, not I choose them. Why you talk like this about the Palestinian people? If you like Israel, it's okay, like Israel. But why you are looking to the Palestinian people as animal and talk with them like the animals? Why? This is okay for you when you see two Palestinian people killed, and you want one Israeli to be alive? For me, I am Palestinian, and I am suffering too much. I am feeling very sad about what's happened to my people. I don't like to see anyone killed from this side and this side. I am father. I don't like to see any children killed from this side or this side. I don't like. I'm looking to see all the people living in peace in my country and the other country in this world. Why you talk like this? He's a human, or he has different blood. Maybe his blood is green or yellow. To talk about this about the Palestinian people.
But that is how it feels like for a lot of people, because you're talking about October 7, which they say is the reason they are reacting in this manner. In the process, they are accounting for, at some point, even less than 1,000 Israeli lives. But you say they've taken over 9,000 from your side in response alone. So it means that
And they will continue. They continue to not stop. Now, every moment they killed from my people. Every moment they killed. And yesterday I was sitting on the TV. From 8 evening to 8 morning, I slept 4 morning. I'm sitting on the TV, watching the news. They bombing Gaza. And the last 28 days, the same. They're bombing Gaza. They're bombing the buildings, the schools, the hospitals, anything on their way. What they want? They want to occupy Gaza again? Okay. And then the conflict will stop? Will not stop. If they want to stop this conflict, go and sit with our leaders. Go and sit with our president and talk about the peace process. And the general secretary, he should call after this war to the two leaders, the Palestinians and the Israelis. Come and sit on the table to check for solution for this long conflict between the Palestinians and the Israelis.
what will end this particular war?
Sorry?
Well, this time, what is happening? Because this it's for a lot of people, they feel that this just started, but this is just an escalation. What to end this? What they are doing currently? What is happening in Gaza? What needs to happen in order for it to end?
To stop this war?
Yes, for a ceasefire at least, so that there can be that discussion you're talking about, because you're saying the General Secretary has to facilitate it, but he said when this war ends.
It's end when the Israeli occupation to my people end. When this occupation go from our lands, leave our lands, this conflict will stop. And the General Secretary know. You know, one day the former General Secretary, he talked about the settlement and he attacked Israel stealing the Palestinian lands. You know what the Israelis said about him? He said he's terrorist. The General Secretary, they talk about him, he's terrorist because he asked to stop stealing the Palestinian lands. He's terrorist. You see, your brother, the Israelis should start to think with their mind. Stop think you are a country, you are the only country in the Middle East, you see yourself better than all the people in this world. They should start to think good about their people and the others people.
Well, unfortunately, I have to let you go. He indicated to us that he has a meeting he has to go to. So we have to end it here, even though I would like to continue to ask a lot more questions. We'll find some time and bring him back.
Thank you.
So that those of you even have questions to ask him, you can go ahead and do that. And I'll read some of your questions to him. But thank you. Thank you very much, for joining us. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Ambassador ABDAL FATAH Ahmed KHALIL ALSATARRI is Palestinian ambassador to Ghana. Join us this morning, and his message is clear. His message is that when the occupation ends, the war ends. The conflict will end. What is happening currently will not end the war. And the fight is not between Hamas and Israel. The fight is actually between the people of Palestine and Israel. And as long you can even listen to the numbers of Palestinians who have lost their life during this process. That alone should tell you. It is not a matter of, if not, we'll be counting Hamas lives, but they are not counting Hamas lives. They are counting Palestinian lives. Well, we'll be back. Give us a moment.